Do you know when you decide to change something in your life, like starting a good habit or quitting an addiction, and then you feel that strong desire to improve, to do the right thing, but for some reason, you end up giving up halfway? This happens to everyone. We've all failed at some point, right? We try, we make plans, but soon after, we fall back into old habits. There's one very important thing in this process that is hard for everyone: discipline. How many times have you made a promise to yourself, but after a few days, gave in to temptation and forgot what you committed to? This has happened to all of us, but that doesn't mean it's normal or acceptable. If we accept mediocrity and don't challenge ourselves, we miss the chance to improve and become the best version of ourselves. So if you can't change your habits, overcome your addictions, or reach your goals, what you're probably missing is discipline. Discipline is like the strength that helps us resist momentary desires and do what we need to do, even when we don't feel like it. To truly change, we need to learn to be disciplined and do what's necessary, even when temptation pulls us in the opposite direction. Let me show you why discipline is essential to improving in everything you set out to do. We'll also discuss why it's becoming increasingly difficult to stay disciplined, and, of course, I'll share some great tips to help you develop this skill. It's time to take the first step toward your best self. Don't miss the chance to learn how to develop the discipline that will take you where you've always dreamed. Sign up now and start your transformation. Do you know the difference between a disciplined person and a lazy person? A disciplined person is free because they have control over their choices. A lazy person, although they think they're free, is actually trapped by their laziness. They think they're happy doing whatever they want, but deep down, they can't improve or achieve their goals. This applies to any addiction you can imagine, like binge watching TV all day or endlessly scrolling through social media. Now, when we talk about discipline, it doesn't mean you'll never want to relax. The key is learning to say no to temptations, even when you're dying to take the easy way out. If you've ever fallen into these temptations, comment below and tell us which one got you. Developing discipline is like training a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And the best part is, the more you resist impulses like laziness or doing something unproductive, the easier it becomes the next time. That's what helps us achieve our goals, whether it's losing weight, starting a business, or becoming an incredible athlete. But wait, there's something important you need to understand. Motivation and discipline are not the same thing. Motivation is like fuel that helps you get started, but it doesn't last forever. One day you might feel super motivated, and the next day it's gone. That's why people who rely solely on motivation fail to achieve their goals. Discipline, on the other hand, is different. It's what keeps you steady on your path, even when motivation has disappeared. Discipline pushes you forward, even when you don't feel like doing anything. That's what makes the difference between those who get things done and those who wait for the right moment. Think of an elite athlete, for example. Do they always feel like training? Or a successful writer, do they always have inspiration to write? Or the top business person, do they always have energy to work? No, they all have days when they'd rather stay on the couch, just like any of us. But the difference is, while most people stay idle, these individuals know they need to act even without the desire to achieve their goals. And this is where discipline comes in. It gives you the strength to overcome the urge to slack off. And that's what makes disciplined people stand out. Nowadays, it's becoming harder to be disciplined. Do you know why? Because life has gotten so much easier. In the past, to survive, people needed to be disciplined. But now, everything is at our fingertips. Food delivery in 30 minutes. Netflix to watch whatever we want. And even social media gives us that dopamine hit. These things aren't bad, but it's easy to get distracted all the time and forget to do what needs to be done. The problem is, we need to learn to control how much time we spend on these things. Additionally, an easier life gives us fewer opportunities to practice discipline. You no longer need to be disciplined to survive because everything is already there, ready for you. In the past, when life was harder, we had to fight more to get what we wanted. Now, instant gratification is making us more impatient and less able to focus. The philosopher Seneca said something great about this. No one is more miserable than the person who has no challenges because they lack opportunities to be tested. In other words, the easier life gets, the fewer chances we have to test our discipline. This doesn't mean comfort is bad. Comfort is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used well or poorly. Using comfort to rest after working hard is great. The problem is when we get too comfortable to the point of not wanting to do anything. Too much comfort ends up weakening our discipline, and everyone loves to relax, sit on the couch, and take it easy. But the truth is, discipline isn't comfortable. It challenges us and makes us uncomfortable. But that discomfort is what helps us grow. It teaches us to be better and achieve things we never imagined. So how can we build discipline? The first step is to find a purposely clear goal that you want to achieve. Remember, discipline is like a muscle, and to get stronger, it needs to be trained. To develop discipline, you need to challenge yourself. Start with small, uncomfortable tasks that you know you can do, but require effort. Don't try to start with something impossible right away. Like training a muscle, you start small and gradually increase the difficulty. Here are some ideas for goals to help you start building your discipline. But before we continue, I noticed you haven't liked this video yet. That's super important, so YouTube can keep showing you our content and we can keep helping you. So leave a like, it's free. Thanks. Now, back to the tips. Regular exercise. Try running or going to the gym a few days a week. It's great for your health and teaches you discipline. Sports events. Participate in challenges like races or martial arts competitions. These teach patience and focus. New hobbies. Learning something new, like cooking, sewing, or gardening, can be a great way to practice consistency and effort. Build something. If you enjoy creating, start a project and try to finish it. It can be something simple, but it'll teach you patience and focus. Waking up earlier. If you struggle with waking up early, start gradually. Wake up 30 minutes earlier and increase the time bit by bit. Each of these small goals will help you build your discipline step by step. And as you do, you'll become stronger and more capable of achieving great things. The key is to practice every day and never give up. Thanks for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep receiving our content. See you in the next video.